Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Brian's Racing Realm. I am Brian, and these are the RUST-OLEUM Camaros. Race 2, Season 3. I forgot to mention in the Firebird film, the Firebird race, that this is, in fact, our first trip to California Speedway. There will be a lot more of those as the season goes on, and as an extension in Season 4. Let's take a look at the field, starting with practices. Catherine Harris was the fastest in Camaro's practice over Tony Bentley, Chris Harvey, Lynn White, and Minnie Nelson. Happy hour, as usual, different story. Nicholas Eckert leads the charge with Wayne Stadler in second, John Lane in third, surprise, surprise, Daniel Bardens, and Lynn White. Lynn White being the only real correlation between both top tens, honestly. Drew Keane and Cedric Black were also in the top 10s for both, but in the 6 through 10 range. Now, when it comes to qualifying, it goes this way. Where's my list? Yes, I know the cars are here, but I am trying to do better with list. Here we go. So, Tony Bentley actually claimed the pole. Our first season driver, taking the pole at the second race. Chris Harvey starting second, then Charles Marshall in third, Davis Pittman in fourth, Dorothy McLean in fifth, Lynn White sixth, Daniel Bardens in seventh, Gerard Wilkinson in eighth, Tyler Gardens in ninth, Jim Carranza in 10th, Isaac Hernandez 11th, Nicholas Eckert 12th, James Wolfe 13th, Drew Keane 14th, Wayne Stadler 15th, John Walker 16th, Jacob Aronson 17th, Minnie Nelson 18th, Thomas Hammond 19th, Cedric Black 20th, Catherine Harris 21st. How do you lose so much time in qualifying? John Lane 22nd, and Tracy Hell bringing up the rear in 23rd. I say that about the time. Harris went from a 40.82.7 in practice to a 41.341. It's half a second. Again, how? Either way. That's not important now. What is important now is that we are on track. 38 laps, so 76 miles. But this should go a fair bit faster than the last event at Infineon. So we wait for the command and the firing of the engines. Right, command doesn't work in this with this setup. My bad. The engines do fire, and everybody gets off the line. Ooh, I like that color. I'll take 3. So, as we take this parade lap, as the person who is organizing the races, I'm expecting this to go fairly competently. However, the Firebirds set a very high mark at this track with their race. Can these Camaros match that? Usually the Firebirds set a decent but only okay race, and the Camaros can go that little bit more. I'm not sure that will happen this time. We may have to see, and we'll start seeing right now as we come to green. Two by two all the way back. Daniel Varden's the first one to peek under, and it's going to benefit them. Move under McLean. The outside lane falls apart almost immediately, except for Chris Harvey. Chris Harvey goes to the top and goes to the point. Tony Bentley will not even lead lap 1. Bentley falling back. Chris Harvey leads the first lap. Dorothy McLean is second with some space. Davis Pittman in third with some space. And then it's everybody behind Tony Bentley. Bentley's able to make some space. Barden's is now the gateway. Up the front, Pittman going underneath McLean. Throwing McLean off, somebody off enough to where Bentley was able to just close that gap like nothing. Harvey still in the lead. Bentley currently trying to pass McLean for third, but it does not look like it's going to work this time. Now we have McLean looking to the inside of both Pittman and Harvey. Gets on the anchors to control the car around that inside corner. And because they've taken a bit of a line away from Harvey, there is your first official lead change, second official lead change. I guess second, because technically we have had an incident and Barden's is damaged. He was fairly high up there. So the race started with Bentley. Then Harvey would have, I imagine, been the first official lead change at the line. So Dorothy McLean with the second, taking the lead as we come to caution. Looks like Barden's going to try and come down to pit road. Everybody already up on the high side. Not exactly sure why. Do a little bit of repair work to Barden's, pull that bumper off, bumper cover off. And the 4 will be on its way. While we have time, let's go take a look at what happened to Daniel Barton's. And we'll be back before we go to green. So here we are, taking a look at the 4. You see, currently getting railroaded. And then all of a sudden the 19 gets into him, tries to go into a space that isn't there, and it just ends badly for the 4. Come to think of it, it probably ends badly for the 19 because the 19 did not do well the rest of the day. Take a look from behind at the 4. And it's just... weirdly, it doesn't look like there's any major damage to the 19 at all. No. Got away with it. Stranger things have happened, but I was expecting at least some scratches on that 19 as hard as they hit. That said, Barton's has a case to make. Let's take one more look. Alright. Yeah, just... let us look from the front of the 19. Actually, I'll do one better. Let's see if this is deliberate. No, that's what I thought. So what happened is that the tires collided, so the 19 actually kind of hopped up. And that hop is what pushed the 4 even further into the wall faster. So, racing incident. I don't think anybody will be called to the hauler. However, sucks that it's kind of ruined the 4's day. As you can see, the lights are out on the pace car. We will be going back to green this time by. Dorothy McLean is your leader. Followed by Chris Harvey, Davis Pittman, Tony Bentley, Lynn White, Tyler Gardens, Nicholas Eckert, Charles Marshall, James Wolfe, and Jim Carranza, your top 10. Green flag flies. You see Wolf jump up to the high line. Looks like everybody gets away fairly clean. Pittman going under Harvey. McLean cuts him off, and Pittman has to bail. Harvey keeps his foot in it and holds his ground with the 14. It's a nest behind him. Harvey and Pittman have gotten a little bit of space. Here's White and Marshall with Bentley and Carranza diving in underneath Marshall. Up front, we have a challenge for the lead. Chris Harvey and Dorothy McLean. Harvey cannot do the crossover. Won't happen this corner, but McLean is slow in 4. Harvey's there. And Harvey's by. Carranza up to 4th with White, Wolf, Bentley, Gardens, and Marshall in tow. McLean right back on the 3. No passing option as of yet. Gardens falling back a little bit. Hernandez high, Aronson low. Neither has a great option, but Hernandez is able to get by. Pittman looking to pass McLean for 2nd. Possibly even Harvey for 1st. But no, actually puts the brakes on hard and loses ground in turn. Is now being hounded by Carranza and White, with Wolf waiting, licking his chops. Harvey seems to be running a nice high line around here. At least in 1 and 2. He came down defensively that time. McLean had a run. Carranza and White getting past Pittman. Pittman forced into the high lane without momentum. He's lost 3rd. He's lost 4th. Will he lose 5th? Not this corner. The back of the pack, you have a damaged Bardens vying with John Lane, Wayne Stadler, and Cedric Black. Black and Stadler should not be back here. Must be having bad days. And then here's the gaggle. Catherine Harris coming up from 20th. A nice recovery drive. Currently scored 13th. No, 11th. Back up front. McLean is holding on to 2nd. Harvey's holding on to 1st, but Carranza is there. Who will make the move? We're on going into lap 15. 14 laps down. 24 laps to go. White looks high. He's not going to get it. Carranza passes McLean. Looking to pass Harvey. Jim Carranza, our Season 1 champion in this series, with 3 wins that season. Doesn't hold on to the lead for very long, though. McLean takes it away from him in the next turn. now slowly the field is starting to close up. What was 4 cars has grown to be 7. With more on the horizon. Pittman and White fighting, Wolf and Bentley watching on. Pittman and Bentley win their exchanges and go after each other for the moment. Wolf dives on the 9. Was wanting to take position from the 23, but will only get the 9 this time. Battle for 8th here, 8 through 11. A lot of dives I'm seeing. Wilkinson's starting to fall out of the draft with this pack. Hammond and Keene at the back. Just kind of watching. Aronson, Howell, and Walker fighting amongst themselves. Hernandez and Marshall. And then Art kind of sort of battling with Nelson and Harris here. Eckert and Garden have hooked up. Carranza slow. Carranza slows badly. Bentley drives by. Wolf flies in. Takes a spot from Harvey and Carranza. And may pull Lynn White with him. Meanwhile, up the front is still Dorothy McLean. This is the most aggressive I've seen James Wolf in a long time. For better or worse. Also, for better or worse, we are halfway through this race. 19 laps down, 19 laps to go. Harvey has fallen back to 7th, 6th. Currently 6th. Whoa, look at Wolf. Diving under Bentley, taking 3rd spot. Can he hold it? Looks like he can for now. However, these gaps are starting to get a bit big. Wolf's going to have to do more of that aggressive driving if he's going to catch up and take the lead. Barnes and Sadler with a little tap on each other. Looks like Harvey got packed past Carranza. Wolf is up to 3rd. Bentley 4th. And Lynn White currently 5th. Well, look at this. Nicholas Eckert. He pushed Gardens along and then he decided, nah, I'm good. The field is more spread out with this race than the Firebirds were. I can say that. Level of excitement, level of energy, can be argued. A lot of drivers, though, have refrained from just driving through other people, which is a welcome sight. Harvey falls back to 9th. Catherine Harris in 8th. Jim Carranza in 7th. Nicholas Eckert 6th. Tony Bentley currently 5th. Len White currently 4th. James Wolfe in 3rd with a margin, by a margin. And at some point, Davis Pittman flew past Dorothy McLean and we missed it. If we have another caution, we'll show it. New leader, Davis Pittman. 24 laps down. 14 laps to go. Eckert up to 4th. Harvey leading a whole set of cars for the moment before Harris takes over. Minnie Nelson is caught up and is a part of this little pack. Clean looking to the inside. Starting to run out of laps. 26 down. 12 to go. Gonna do it this time? No. Gonna attempt, but will not get it done this time. Pittman retains coming out of turn 2. Len White is taken 3rd, with Wolfe and Bentley fighting each other for scraps at this point. Take a look back to the field real quick. It is very spread out. That's Davis Pittman, Dorothy McLean, Len White, James Wolfe, Tony Bentley, Minnie Nelson sticking their nose out, Catherine Harris, Jim Carranza, Harris with the advantage, Nicholas Eckert, James Wolfe, Charles Marshall, Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas. Tony Atlas? Where did I get... making up names now. Great. Do we have a caution? No? Why did it sound like people were slowing down? Am I losing my mind? Don't answer that. Anyway, there's a battle for the lead, roughly. Like a battle for 7th. Daniel Bardens has pretty much fully fallen off the pace. With all the damage, will likely finish 23rd. Davis Pittman, Dorothy McLean. Honestly, these are your two options. Unless something incredibly stupid happens and we have a pit stop under caution. Then all bets are off. Seven and a half laps to go. Can Davis Pittman hold on? And Dorothy McLean take that spot? McLean's there. But just cannot seem to get the momentum to make the pass happen. Six to go this time by. Let's take a look through the field. Battle for sixth, I believe. Everybody is a bit spread out. McLean's there again with Pittman. But no one is even close. So right now it's just 1 and 2. Chris Harvey has fallen all the way back to 14th. In no man's land at that. "34 laps down, 4 to go." Pittman's still leading, but he's going to have to find a way to make some more space with McLean here. Lynn White, James Wolfe, Tony Bentley, as of right now, they are all well out of range. Carranza hits the brakes mid-corner. Eckert does not. Harris does not. McLean has the capacity, but has not pulled the trigger yet. Do they know to stay safe and wait until the last lap? But then Pittman would be able to counter. Or is the 14 just falling off that badly? 2.5 laps left. White and Wolf challenging for third. Less than 2 laps remain for Davis Pittman to, I guess, make history. First the rookies to win. And, well, as soon as I start thinking about it, he forgets where the gas pedal is, and Dorothy McLean takes the lead. As we come to the white flag, can Davis Pittman recover from that and put up even a challenge? I'm sure they can, but will they? That was a solid move by McLean there. It worked, regardless. And it looks like it has taken the win from the 22. Dorothy McLean comes down track, but doesn't need to, as the 14 takes the checkered flag. Davis Pittman is in second and has to be stunned. But he also seems to have gotten complacent because that was a very slow lap. Lynn White third. James Wolfe fourth. Tony Bentley fifth. At their first time at this track. Jim Carranza sixth. Catherine Harris from 20th to 7th. Oh, excuse me, 8th. Tracy Howell was 7th. Nicholas Eckert looks 10th, and there's Hernandez. Hernandez is going to take another lap around. However, I'm going to take a breather. And once everything is settled, we will go over the race winnings, or the race standings, and the point standings for California Speedway and Race 2. Here is that lead change that we failed to catch. Pittman with a run out of 4. McLean tries to defend, but ends up having to go high side. McLean goes way high. Pittman goes with the normal line and takes that lead on lap 24. Nice clean pass. And, yeah, Pittman would hold on to that until the next to last lap, where they just let off enough to where McLean was able to take advantage. You see McLean trying there, trying to get that spot back, but he doesn't budge. Well, if I'm honest, it was a good race. I actually think it fell second fiddle to the Firebirds this weekend, though. Not a bad problem to have. The Camaros have their good races. The Firebirds have theirs. Let's take a look at the finishing order. Outrights. And there are no penalties to speak of, so Dorothy McLean is your official winner. Davis Pittman in second. Lynn White third. James Wolfe fourth. Tony Bentley fifth. Jim Carranza sixth. Tracy Howell seventh. I almost said Tony Atlas again. Catherine Harris, not even the same letters. Catherine Harris in 8th. Isaac Hernandez in 9th. Nicholas Eckert in 10th. Tyler Gardens in 11th. Charles Marshall in 12th. Chris Harvey, after leading the race and starting second, finishes 13th. He lost all the momentum and couldn't get it back. That's just a shame. Minnie Nelson 14th, Jacob Aronson 15th, Thomas Hammond 16th, Drew Keene 17th, 18th Wayne Stadler, 19th John Walker, Cedric Black 20th, Gerard Wilkinson 21st, John Lane 22nd, where he started, and the damaged Daniel Vardens in 23rd. What does this do for points? Well, it does this. Obviously, the race standings, the race positions award points. You see those as they are posted. We actually have a tie, technically, for the championship lead. As the table shows, Lynn White and Davis Pittman, both with 194 points after 2 events. However, Lynn White, because of their win and Infinity... hold on before I make a fool of myself. Yes, because their win in Infineon, had to make sure it wasn't Gardens. Gardens was the Firebird winner. White is the Camaro winner and has the championship lead by race win. Pittman has had best finish of second twice. Dorothy McLean in third. That win giving them a boost. And then we have another tie for fourth between Tracy Howell and Tony Bentley, the 2 yellow cars, the Bananas. Bunch of ties all the way up and down this order. Very messy setup. Oh well, it'll straighten itself out as we get further in the season. But that is for further in the season. For now, I am Brian. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this race. The next event will be Vegas. Firebirds at Vegas. Hope to see you there. Stay safe, and until next time, goodbye, everybody.